so much dive, you kind of, it's ideal for a champion like Nilah who's so good at surviving against, who has that ability to dodge autos. You get a good matchup for Canna as well into the Aatrox, and it means that even if the Nilah isn't super far ahead, the is going to say is a great point. The fact that you have a Nocturne as well, you know, everyone's wanting a bailout, no one's going to get it, and Grizzly's trying to fight here.
I don't know about this, as Grizzly is just trying to keep his back away from the wall, but ShowMaker's moving in first. There's the heroic charge, splash out from Canyon, and first blood to ShowMaker again.
And Ari behind on the play. Zeka didn't have prio, he just teleported back to lane. ShowMaker should be able to get out. Wait.
Oh, Zeka is going to flash for it. Tries to find the Orbit Deception, doesn't quite get there. The Charm is going to connect to ShowMaker. He still has his flash available. Zeka not going to be able to flash to follow. Canna also in a whole host of trouble as ShowMaker flashes to the wall and manages to get the soldiers over, but he's not out of the woods just yet. We will have another Foxfire. Zeka will have another opportunity at a skill shot as he looks for the Charm and doesn't get it.
I'm so perplexed about that passage. Once again, dodges away.
Ooh, slice, dice, Dominus here for Canna, doing a lot of damage to Kingen. He tries to find the Q, does get there as Grizzly turns up. Flash is available and not even used. Grizzly gonna get them on the board.
All right, Grizz unsuccessful, but then is able to, this one happens down here.
Yeah, Pulverize does come through. Life gonna have to crash away from this one as well. The flash forward from Deft, he's looking for it and he'll get it. Now Viper trying to fight back as Deft is relatively low, but look at Kellin. The
fights this next streak fight.
Is
pivotal.
Kingen gonna be okay is the question. There's the flash headbutt pull from Kellin, and Kellin's saying absolutely not. He's not even gonna flash, doesn't want to waste it because he knew he was very dead. Just having fun with his Hex Flash. And here's the flash, Magnus Storm. Life finds one with it as Kingen gets into the backline. Emperor's Divide is fantastic. The Infernal Chains come in, but the Pulverize from Kellin. Grizzly going down so low, but he'll be able to take the Azir with him. They're looking for more. Kingen is gigantic, and Deft will be taken down. This is the World Championship MVP Kingen coming for you in this Game 3. And he'll look for even more. The Infernal Chains log it down, and he still lives.
And the Aatrox just unchecked in that fight. You could see, you know, ShowMaker gets a good
5v5 on the cards. Life Esports. They have the split right now. Kingen looking for that flank angle as the Dominus does come through. Life looking to get in there as they do break away. And now Emperor's Divide. Oh, it's going to break off Zeka. But can they actually find more is the question. Deft flashes the wall. They managed to pick up two, but the Nilah will still go down. Canna deals with Viper though. And I don't know whether Kingen's going to be able to do the same heroics this time around. They take down Deft, but they lose Soul Point and so much more.
And ShowMaker just does such a fantastic job of disengaging there. And Deft ends up playing Peel for him, catches Zeka and Grizzly, able to clean them up.
I think we really need to give D+ credit for, because it's something that they haven't been able to do. As I say that, it is going to be a bit of an engage onto Canyon. Not going to get stunned up here, and he's pretty tanky. Looks for a potential angle, but doesn't quite find the ultimate. Magnus Storm comes in as well, and now they're down there. Poppy, ShowMaker trying to get the autos in. Grizzly is so incredibly low, but Kingen grabs two. Cannon's kind of big, but it's not going to be big enough. As the Charm connects, he shifts the sands, he gets himself out, but now it's just ShowMaker left alive. Kingen, Zeka, and Viper, they might be able to just do Baron.
I think they should be able to, even without the Nocturne here for Smite. ShowMaker's just going to try to push mid. That's the consolation prize he's going to get here. But D+, you lost your Poppy. It's going to be doomed. Yeah, he buys a lot of time, but you don't have to force your way into the meat grinder there, that choke point, into all of that engage and the rel. Definitely a mistake here for D+ in that lead. They just got back, just tossed back over to HLE.
You know, this kind of feels like Poppy syndrome, where you're like, I'm invincible, I'm immortal, I'm dead. Where Canyon feels like he can do anything he wants, he's so tanky, until Life Esports said, actually, we can kill you, we do have the CC, we do have the damage, just survive a long time, but he starts giving over resets to Zeka, and despite the attempted turnaround, two members already dead for D+, a third goes down, and Zeka, he's just got stacks and stacks of his ultimate to make use of here.
Yeah, I think if ShowMaker is there,
Life Esports, they feel confident, they're just committing now.
Yeah, Mega Cone does bring Canyon in. I don't know whether that's exactly where he wants to go, but he breaks the chains and now looks for a stun. Does get it onto Kingen here, who doesn't quite have the shield available. Canyon is incredibly low. It looks like this Baron will just go over to Life Esports. Are they going to win the fight as well? Is the question. As Deft has the Apotheosis, so much damage as everyone goes golden. Everyone's down to a GA, and ShowMaker's the one doing it. The GA is going to be popped from Deft, but he'll come back alive. and they lose the Baron, but they win the fight.
And I wanted to give him so much credit. Look at how slow they played it. Look at how they kited back to the Baron. Look at how they set up for this, and yet they do chase, and yet they do go in.
Well, Viper looks for an angle. Canyon has his friends, though, as Kingen also on that flank. D+ wanting to get here towards this dragon. ShowMaker moves in, can put up these Sand Soldiers. They will be able to get this vision out of the way. Once again, there is that flank.
Kingen nearly has his ult again. He was such a threat before. Oh, he's
Oh
great
god,
angle.
oh god. Okay, let's see. Kellin is going to move on over. Kingen gets himself back, and now Life Esports want to deny this soul. They're not going to be able to do so, but can they find a fight here as Canna? He goes golden. Breaks that stopwatch. Kingen in the back of the pit. Diving forward is Zeka, but takes a lot of damage for it. And now ShowMaker just dives onto him. And that is so much of their damage down. Viper gonna have to flash away because he was sharing the Acathian Rain with so many D+ members. He's unable to get the kill, and now it's Canyon. Steadfast presence in hand. Looking for the opportunity. Magnus Storm from Life used defensively as Zeka takes down the kill. Now it's Grizzly's turn to dive on in, but going in one by one is not how you win this. And the Nocturne will be taken out. Deft gets so much health back as well.
And these champs are actually getting value out of the Kimtech Soul in this moment as well. So
man.
100% health.
Ox, take it away, buddy. You did it.
The objectives, rather. We've all seen them make the opposite choices. Grizzly.
Yeah, Grizzly gonna have to flash here, but there's the flash. Heroic charge from Canyon. Slows him down. There's the knock-up, and ShowMaker grabs the jungler with 50 seconds until the Baron.
Is this inhibitor, but D+ should be able to get this Baron.
Well, Kellin is going to move on in, see what he can do to try and deal with Kingen, and he's going to headbutt Paul and find him. Deft diving forward as well, and Kingen is just dead. Down to the GA, but I don't know whether he's going to last much longer, and this is another pick. This one, I think, means a whole lot more. I think we'll guarantee at least a Baron.
Kingen makes the same mistake, overextended with your jungler, with your Nocturne dead. D+ secure the Baron.
Going to be so incredibly important. Thankfully, there are Banshee's fails, there are Edges of Night, but this dragon is going down extraordinarily quickly. Kellin getting himself into the pit. There's the Hex Flash being charged. The Paranoia comes in. They're just... Oh, massive Magnus Storm from Life in the backline. Empress Divide is also huge. Apotheosis! It destroys them. It's Wombo versus Wombo. And D+ have found it. The dragon getting in there as well. The Acathian Rain will take down the Crocodile, but somehow everyone else on D+ survives.
Kingen no flash, but
All
he's
right.
on the edge.
He got Elder. Huge, huge shield from that shifting sands, and these Void Seekers are scary, but Grizzly, he's running for the hills, and I think this is almost the end of the game.
And look at
every critical fight in this game defensively in Hanwha Life. They had no choice but to opt into it. The Elder was taking down. They had to look for something, but they're going to come up empty, and it looks like D+ should be able to push themselves to match point.
Yep, 6 items on Deft now. As
the wave stack. They've won the end now.
Yeah. They're going to look for it, and Keeper's Verdict is going to be a little bit of a short one because there's a fountain there. They're going to annihilate these turrets, though, and look at all of them just diving on top of King, and the Nexus erupts, and match point goes to D+ Kia. They are 1 game away from the World Championship.
So back and forth throughout this game, but that team fight, that final one was phenomenal, and from the draft set up for how they wanted to play.
It's reminiscent of his predecessor in some of these really critical Hanwha games. You can't go down before the Baron that leads to Elder, or you're not going to Worlds.